Alrighty, we are recording. Howdy. Paint the Gamer here. Today's video is gonna be like a podcast. Go back to shit. Look, I have been chilling all day. But the only reason why I'm doing that is not really true. I'm not there yet. But today's video is just an update and slash podcast of what I'm doing. What is the plan? Gained a little bit of weight. Fuck. It's not been a great quarantine for me. To be completely honest with you guys, I have been getting bigger. Let me take it back a few. Around this time last year, I was wrestling at 138. Now, this year, I wrestled at 160. Going into my junior year, decided to take a year off for football, which I've been doing football for so many fucking years. This is my 9th year. It's been a great it's been great. It's been fucking great. Great ride with them guys, but I think I need to step back from the football field and focus on wrestling. It was a very hard decision to make, but I'm gonna make through it. And now, will I be going back my senior year? That is gonna happen. I am gonna go back my senior season. Now let's get into wrestling. Freshman year, wrestled at 138. Sophomore season, came in real heavy and wrestled at 160. And this year, trying to cut down to where I need to be at, and it's not going so well because of quarantine and everything else. And weight's looking about 195 right now, and I'm changing my diet now and cutting. And now I can't tell my girlfriend this, but I love her to death, but sometimes I have to cut in ways that she doesn't like, and that's just wrestling. Which I'm not doing that right now, because I know, baby, you're watching this video, but I might have to go to that, and it's pretty sad. Wrestling is a very hard sport. I'm not going to really go into details, but it's a fucking hard sport. People think, oh, basketball, football, which I've done both sports. Football is closer to wrestling, but it's really not. I think basketball, you're not doing what we're doing every day, and the work we put in, and people don't give us enough fucking credit. They think we're the gay sport and everything else, and it's kind of like, it kind of pisses us off, wrestlers wise, and because we work our ass off to stay at a certain fucking weight all season, and you get a 2-pound allowance, but it's kind of hard. and I never use mine. I'd cut. I would never use my 2 pound allowance, even if I had to. And it's kind of stupid of me. But I always stared. I never went above 160 this year, and I stayed down. I almost made it to 152. So, weight classes, okay. Let me tell you guys something. So you guys are like, oh, what weights are stuff? And see, Iowa State, it goes 106, 13, 120, 26, 32, 38, 45, 52, 60. There's something in between that. 70, 80. I think it goes to 95, 220, and then 285. But I think they're cutting some of them out. But I don't know what they're doing this season. I don't know any of the new rules. I don't know. Because we don't know if a wrestling season is going to happen this year. We don't know what they're going to do because football season's going on. But that's less contact and stuff and all that other good stuff. And I hope we have a good wrestling season. I hope we even have a wrestling season. I'm looking forward to it and hoping to do great in whoop ass this year. And hopefully go varsity this year. But it's just been a ride. 195 right now. I'm looking for a great year this year on the mat, and hopefully get some pins this year and do my best. So yeah. But fuck, I don't know where it's gonna go with that. But it's just a great experience. Let me talk about my team. Okay, I don't know if any of you are watching this right now. Some of you are fucking assholes. But the assholes. But some of you are my mentors. Let me talk about this one guy. His name is Cameron Brown. Great wrestler. He wrestled 138. When I wrestled 138, and then he went up to 60 because he lifted weights and everything like that. What I should have been doing, but I wasn't. And he's what pushed me. My freshman year, that's why I won my first match. Because leading up to my match that year, or my first duel and everything else, he pushed me, and he'd always get on my ass about things, and he was just great, and I don't know how else to put him, and just a great guy overall. Senior this year, I think, or maybe he graduated. I don't know. I don't think he was. No. No, I had to go look, but Antonio Pago graduated last year. Technically, he graduated my freshman year. Great guy all around. He was a great wrestler. He could have went to state and stuff like that. I kind of took my wrestling style off of him. I know the moves he knew, and we never wrestled. Never did. But he was just a great guy overall. Now this guy right here, I'm about to talk to. We never really wrestled. We never really did that. But I wrestled with his brother. His brother doesn't really wrestle anymore, and I wish he did. Shout out to Nathan Waterwasser, and I thank you for your service. You joined the U.S. Navy, and I support that because I don't know if you can see that. U.S. Marine Corps flag. The Navy and the Marine Corps are the same thing, pretty much. I'm sorry to say that, but the Navy pays the Marine Corps. That's where they get their paychecks. The Marine Corps is in the Navy, pretty much. But there's two different branches. Marine Corps is more fucking land than sea. But this Nathan would fucking, he'd hate it, and he loved the sport of wrestling. He did. He loved that sport so fucking much. He has the passion that I did for wrestling. He'd be on everybody else's. He was a leader. He really was, and great fucking leader. I swear to God, he was a fucking great leader. Love that guy. Nate, Isaac, his brother, and then they have their youngest brother, Blake, which he went to wrestling camp with us this year, and great guy all around. He's young, but he's gonna be in 7th, but he wrestled with us, and yeah. But Nathan was just, he was that one guy to train, and he worked his ass off, and it all paid off. He would never stop. If we wanted to get shit done, we got shit done, and that's how we did kind of good this year for JV. And our JV team went undefeated up till we first Dubuque Hempstead, and it was a great fall. I didn't wrestle good that year, that match, and let me just take this off. But I didn't wrestle really good, and no one really wrestled good that night. Now, getting from my past experience on the mat freshman year, I wrestled at 138. I was a starting JV guy, and then some guy just came in and took my spot because he was older and he knew what he was doing, and I proved my spot. And then I proved my spot. I got this starting JV spot, and then he came in. He didn't wrestle me off or anything, and that kind of pissed me off. So let me explain something to you guys. So, if you're in the starting position, someone has to wrestle you off to get that starting position, and if you're the third guy, and then you want to get that second position, you have to wrestle that guy, and then you have to wrestle the starter to get the starting spot. And then the JV guy has to wrestle the varsity guy to get the varsity spot, and that's all. You have to wrestle them off. That's how our team works. And I don't know if any other team is different, but I think they're all the same. That's what most coaches do, and that's how you fucking get shit done. That's how you know who your best wrestler is at that weight and who can beat who. And so yeah, back to the story. So guy came in and didn't wrestle me off or anything, but he was returning letterman, and coach, you are not the coach anymore. And actually, no, Garber is still the coach technically. But yeah, and it kind of made me mad, but I still wrestled good that year and pulled it out. And then I started at 160. We didn't have no other 60-pounders, and I wrestled. And then sometimes I got bumped up, and it was just a fucking hassle. And yeah. So I'm just gonna end the video here, guys. I need to go to bed. I'll see y'all later. Bye.